It's the Battle of Delta County in our game of the week as Escanaba heads to Gladstone. Here's Jake with a preview.
It's been a roller coaster ride of emotions for the Escanaba football team, who has seen their hopes to play football this fall come and go and then come back once again.
It's been a struggle for our kids. I felt terrible for them with, first of all, the MHSAA, taking the football season away from them, and then finally coming back, be able to play, and then our school gets shut down for 2 weeks, and we're done. So the kids, their hopes are going up and down, just emotionally drained.
Escanaba became the final UP team to take the field for their first action last Friday when they went up against GNC rival Marquette. The Moes would fall 27-6 against a Marquette team who has been able to play their full schedule.
Finally getting a chance to really play a football game last week was very special for the kids, just to have that opportunity. The game didn't go like we wanted to, but it felt like a scrimmage. Marquette had 5 games in. This is our first game, and I thought we did some things really well. Some things we didn't do very well at all. But that's what the game was all about, was evaluating kids. And if we play Marquette week 5 versus week 5, I think it's a different outcome.
Escanaba will get one final chance to evaluate before the start of the playoffs. They head to Gladstone for the Battle of Delta County. A win against their crosstown rival would be a great way to salvage a lost season.
They're very, very well coached every year with Coach Hansen, but they're a very, very tough team. They've got some kids at our Division I, I'd say Division II school. There's some tough kids. But it's a rival game. Anything can happen. But we're going to go in with the mindset of, we have one game in, we're going to get better this week, we're going to execute the game plan, and hopefully have a solid game with no injuries, and then move forward.
Gladstone is eager to get back into the win column after falling in their last 2 contests.
For us, we are viewing it as the playoffs starting this week. It's there's a lot of things that go into this Bay Shore rivalry game. It's a earmarked game every single year, but what heightens it this year is everything that's been going on when it comes to COVID issues, and it just feels good really just getting here, through the season.
Gladstone will be hosting Escanaba for homecoming. Hansen says this game has a similar feel to a big-time college rivalry.
It's kind of got that Michigan-Ohio State feel to it because it's the last game of the regular season, a lot like that game is. So I don't know, there just seems to be kind of a magical and positive atmosphere surrounding this game coming in. We definitely want to win this football game because we got to get back on track when it comes to winning.
Although Escanaba will be only playing in their second game of the season, Hansen says they're not taking the most lightly.
We'll get Escanaba's best shot. David Howes is a very good football coach. He's a good friend of mine, and he's going to have them ready to play. They're going to be highly motivated to play, and anytime you're dealing with a rivalry type of game, the details kind of go by the wayside, and the kids bring their best selves to the game, and I would expect that's going to be the case very much with Escanaba. So we're preparing to get their best shot and see the best version of them that they're capable of putting out there, and we're going to do the exact same thing.
The Battle of Delta County is the biggest rivalry game we will see during this shortened season.
It's funny because we're one of the few rivalry games that's still in existence. If you look at what's happened across the UP when it comes to rivalry games, like Marquette and Magani don't play each other anymore. Kingsford Iron Mountain don't play each other anymore. Ishpeming's down, so you don't have the Ishpeming and Westwood game. So we're one of the only rivalry games that gets featured in the UP this year.
The game between Escanaba and Gladstone is set to kick off at 7 p.m. Eastern.